Greetings my people, welcome to third term loading. And a teacher came out to say Andrew only needs to raise her pay so that she could buy a car. And Toni Aiken, that's the girl who do the sign language, she came out and speak out why she wasn't on the debate. So check out this video my people and big up on it.